Day marker, small things like these review, guys. Get right to it. Action. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that Kelly Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. Thank you so much for making us a part of your day. You know what to do, guys. Like and subscribe to us on our Alamo City Movie Talk page. And do not forget to hit that little bell notification to get notified for movie reviews and trailer reaction. So let's get right to it. Award season is here, guys, so we'll be knocking these movies out as we go, as we come along throughout the week and everything. We got a lot of films coming out as far as like reviews and everything. It's award season, and keep in mind we'll be posting them as we go along and everything. But let's get right to it. What are we talking about today's agenda? Today's movie, we saw a movie yesterday, A Real Pain, with Jesse Eisenberg and Culkin. That was another good film. Now we go into another dramatic film here. What are we talking about today?
But this time it is starring Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
So
first time Oscar winner, Cillian Murphy of Oppenheimer. First time. One time.
Should be more Oscar winners.
But Oscar winner.
Yeah, he should have more under his belt. But it's okay. Leo took forever to find his own.
Yeah.
His first one. But anyways, so we are reviewing Small Things Like These.
Yeah, Small Things Like These, guys, is an Irish drama adaptation novel starring Cillian Murphy as Bill Furlong, a coal merchant and father who unearths disturbing secrets involving a local convent in his small town. Set against a rural 1980s backdrop, Bill's discovery challenges him to confront the town's silence and his own past. The film, directed by Tim Millance, features Emily Watson, who plays a nun overseeing the convent and whose performance has received critically praise, including award recognition. One of the things I'm going to say here, and they also highlight a lot too, is that Cillian Murphy's performance in here is really great from the critic side of it. From, we've been seeing a few reviews here and there. It's actually right now officially on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it was like 96%. And so after watching this movie, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, guys. And there's sometimes where we're critics, right? But at the same time, though, I kind of question where some of this makes sense in a way, and for the most part, I'm gonna be very, very thorough here. I'm gonna be very, very. This movie was very dull. Like it was almost made like a novel, and it works for some degree. A novel could be like narrating. A novel could be like just like quick silence and visual, beautiful shots, right? But at the same time, I feel like that this movie was very dull. I was waiting for some, not necessarily action though. That's the thing. I wasn't waiting for action to really happen. I was mainly waiting drama, something. And we didn't get that till like the very end of the movie, and it's so sad because Cillian Murphy. I was interested right off the bat. We get to go into the small town, the 80s. In the 80s, and you get to see where the environment is, with the atmosphere, how it's going to be. Is it going to show a lot of backdrops? Is it going to show a lot of story? Are they going to show a lot of like just culture and everything? And I felt like that they didn't really exceed that a lot, which is very kind of. It is what it is, but I get the behind the message though of all this and everything. Of course, I completely understand. I'm not taking that to to the reviewer side of it, but more so, was this an entertaining movie? And I'm gonna say no, politely no, it wasn't. It sucks. It sucks. I hate saying that. Never do I ever go into a movie and be like, I hope this movie sucks, or I hope this movie bombs, and stuff like that. No, not necessarily. I always have hope. I always go in with a grain of salt. Yes, there's sometimes a trailer is terrible. I only didn't see a trailer for this movie. I saw a poster. The poster looked great. Cillian's just spot on. He looks worried. Yeah, he really does. He has that look that just looks very deep.
Yes,
revealing look. And so there was this one moment in the film where I was like, okay, we're getting character development, and then it kind of shifts away from that. We were kind of getting that deep connection to where Cillian plays Bill is very locked in, the whole essence of his history. We got a little bit of it, but I hate it because it didn't really focus. I feel like the movie wasn't well directed very well, and I hate to say that, but anyways, that's my little tidbit there. What did you think of this movie, Angela?
I agree. I don't love this movie, and I'm kind of hard. It's debatable if I even like it because I agree with you. I didn't see the really clear direction of where this was going.
Yeah.
Granted, I know it's based on the novel.
The book.
We haven't read it, so I can't compare in those notes. But just the way that the story was told, it was very like, it didn't flow very well. Like it was very like sporadic, a lot of thoughts going everywhere at once. I couldn't really follow. It was really hard to follow what the overall story message and point was. Yes.
Until the end, where they showed us like
but even then, I think the ending, like I wanted more after the ending. You know what I mean? Like I get the ending and the way it is. We're not going to spoil it for you, but I feel like that's where it picked up. And then I'm like, well, is that it? In a sense, exactly. It was kind of a letdown of an ending, because again, I don't think it tied very well with the rest of the film.
I agree.
I think it spent a lot of time setting up this exposition, setting up what's going on, only for like a really quick snippet to actually unfold of like you say, this convent is not really doing shady stuff, but
it was only like a a little over 90-minute film, and I'm just like, it felt longer.
It felt a lot longer. It dragged. It said there's a lot of dull moments. I wish it's nothing on any of the actors or actresses. Nothing on it. I think Murphy did great. I think Watson did great. I think the rest of the cast did great. I did not like the story, and I really wish it was told maybe a little bit differently. Maybe it needed more drama. I don't know. There was something missing, and I really wish I could pinpoint what it was, but it did fall flat for me. Again, I had a lot of high hopes because we were going in blind. I only knew that he was going to be in there. I really only knew that part. I didn't know really.
And that's what got us to watch this movie. Yes,
because we love him so much, and he's such a phenomenal actor. And like I said, I really wanted to like it, but unfortunately I didn't. And so that's going to be a big, hard disappointment for us.
Yeah, definitely. And so here's the, I mean, if you ever read the novel and you can even read the synopsis, it's not a spoiler, but where young women and girls were forced into unpaid labor and subject to mistreatment. I could have done, I'm not saying I'm a filmmaker, but I could have at least led the story a totally different way, a different form. I feel like that they were just trying to really focus on Killian a lot, but then they didn't really give us, it was trying to do that and then try to give the point. And I feel like that it got mixed somewhere in the bottle or something. It just wasn't very well directed. It got kind of, the ingredients weren't mixing very, very well. And I felt like that it just didn't exceed my expectations. And it was very dull. And at the ending, it was just like, okay, it made sense, but at the same time though, it's like, was this necessary? And it sucks to me to say that, because I completely understand it wants to bring awareness to that matter that happened,
which is important. It's a very important, of course, because this happened.
But I feel like it could have been handled. It could have been filmed very differently. It could have been filmed more, not even up pace, and not even. And that's the thing too. Is that like maybe this was mainly. It could have been a little bit better, maybe as a documentary in a sense. Maybe
also uncover more of what the girls and women went through. Like you say, a lot of it focused on Killian's character figuring it out and finding out and kind of grappling with, should I turn the other cheek or should I do what I think is right? Yeah, and
exactly.
Even though a lot of the people in the town are basically telling him like, no, you got to take care of your own. Don't worry about these. I feel like it would have made a little bit maybe a little bit more interesting if we focused more on what the girls and women went through that were in this coven. I think that might have helped a little bit.
At least the one girl that he does encounter and everything, I wish they would have focused a little bit more on her when we saw her for the first time. Maybe focused on everything she's going through, staying in that covenant, and just it's very different, and it just felt very misled. I'll say that. Very misled, and I wish it was a little bit better of a film. But we still got, Killian still, I enjoyed Killian's performance in here, but at the same time, though, it's like the story just felt dragged, dull, and it didn't really kick off for me. It sucks. I hate to say that, especially for a Cillian Murphy movie. And it sucks, too, as at the same time, though, as well, because of the fact that Emily Watson, who was also an actress in here, and she did very, very good, too. So I was just like, damn. But hey, that's the point of movies. Movies are very subjective. Put a comments down below. Maybe you enjoyed this film. Let us know in the comments down below. And if you did, that's awesome. If it's just like the novel, let me know in the comments down below as well. But when it comes to from pages to film, we know it never is going to be the exact form because like Harry Potter books, Lord of the Rings,
most of the time, film like TV screen versus book pretty much always beats it out.
Yeah, of course, and hopefully the book's a lot better than the movie was. I hate to say that,
we have not seen it, we've not read it. I'm sorry, we've not read the book, so we can't give that perspective. But as far as the film side, unfortunately, it did not live up to our expectations. No, it did not. Was this the film we deserved? I'm going to say politely no. It sucks because Killian and Emily, they did a really good job in here. I still enjoyed Killian's shots in here. I mean, even though he looks deeply lost in this movie, he looks very ashamed. It was a lot of different emotions that I really did enjoy watching him and express them. He portrays his character who's like has this struggle, this conflict most of the movie. So
and you get a sense of that because of the sense of childhood trauma that happened, and it really takes a toll on him. And I love that. But then it kind of drifts away from that, and it drifts onto something else. I hate how it's edited. Maybe it was just the way it was edited because we would get a shot sometimes of him as a kid, and then go back to the normal, but it was like focused on the women. It was just very edited very wrong. I'll say that the editing, I didn't like it, and I gotta admit too, the script, the word, like the first maybe 15 minutes to 20 minutes, there's like no word, or like there's no one. I don't know. It's very different. It's very there's like maybe a sentence in that moment in the first 15-20 minutes, and I'm just like, wait, what? And I wish that we would have gotten more perspective there, or at least more storytelling, or even show more shots of the town. I would have liked that. That would have been cool and everything, to show the history and everything of that, and how the church really ran everything in that small town. But needless to say, though, I mean, it just sucks. I hate to say that at the end of the day that I didn't like this movie. It is what it is. Rating 1 out of 10. Tell me the highest. Angela, what do you give this rating?
Unfortunately, as much as I really liked the performances of Murphy and Watson, I don't think it was enough to save it for me. I'm gonna go with a 3 for this one, just because it did not keep my interest. For an hour and a half film, it felt like it took a lot longer than that. The story lost me several times. It had a good message behind it. It got lost a lot. So I really hate to say this, but I would say a 3.
So in the beginning, I know you mentioned it off camera, we're watching the movie. Angela was like, I could barely understand them. And then at the same time, though, like in the middle of the second act, I was like, holy crap. I was like,
subtitles matter, you guys.
I was like, damn it.
Subtitles matter, you guys.
Anyways, I was like, damn it. I couldn't understand them, some sentences here and there. And I was like, damn, okay. So yeah, it was very certain moments, not killing inside, but certain more moments where the accents and everything, of course, the authenticity, we love that. Just the accents were kind of a little bit overbearing, and I was like, damn it, I couldn't understand it, especially when they were
not used to it. Yes,
especially when they were talking very fast. That's what I was all like, damn. I was like, I wish, and I was trying to put subtitles, and I was like, dang it, you couldn't. So, and needless to say, I'm gonna give it a solid 3 as well. I didn't enjoy this movie. It sucks. It really does. Is this the worst movie of the year? I'm gonna say no. This isn't not the worst movie of the year. I think that's the biggest disappointment of the year. But oh god, Joker for the Dirt. Oh my god, the most disappointing movie of the year is probably that for me. Yeah. And that's me saying because that was one of my anticipated movies of the year. But
and Strangers Chapter 1, that one also was a disappointment.
Which one? The Strangers. Oh God. Of course, huge disappointments.
We were just literally making this list a couple days, so that's why I have it on top of my head.
Disappointments. Disappointing movies.
Regardless, but I don't think this will make that list.
No.
But again, it did not live up to what we had initially hoped for.
If anyone has really enjoyed the novel, they're like, oh my God, it's spot on like the novel and I love it. That's awesome. Let us know in the comments down below, guys. But yeah, question is for you guys. What did y'all think of this movie? Let me know in the comments down below once again. And as always, I'm your host, Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
I am Angela at that Cat Lady Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. Signing off here. See you at the movies and catch our other movie reviews that are got coming out. Let's go, baby. It's movie award season. Let's go. We got Gladiator 2 coming out in a couple weeks. We got got Wicked on Sunday. Stay tuned, guys. We got a lot of movie reviews coming out for you guys, so stay tuned. We wanted to a lot of movies, high mainstream films, along with award season movies. Let's go. See you at the movies. Latest.